Top 10 reasons you should let your friend Maggie
cut your hair. Number one, because she'll teach you about the oils and the creams that you really should be putting in your hair if you wanted it to be healthier. And she'll tell you about what kinds of leave-in conditioners there are, and she'll even offer you some of her own oil that she has at home. Reason number two that you should let your friend Maggie cut your hair, because your hair's really been needing a haircut. Because it was very, very long and it hadn't been cut in over a year, and it really needed to have a little bit of the ends cut off. Reason number three you should let your friend Maggie cut your hair is because you had some blonde streak in your hair that was starting to look really rough, and it was making it so that the left side of your bangs were much shorter than the right side of your bangs. Reason number four you should let your friend Maggie cut your hair, because it'll be fun. You'll get to hang out with your friend Maggie for a little bit longer. Reason number five you should let your friend Maggie cut your hair, because you'll do all sorts of bits, and you'll get to go on an adventure afterwards. Reason number six why you should let your friend Maggie cut your hair, because your friend Maggie keeps offering to cut your hair, and you are kind of scared of scissors, and so you would rather go to a professional hairstylist, but the professional hairstylists are all booked more than a month out, and your friend Maggie is kind of an expert hairstylist and has given like hundreds of haircuts before, and she did a better job than they would have. Reason number seven why you should let your friend Maggie cut your hair, because you offer to pay her or give her chocolate or ice cream or beer, and instead she'll say, we should just play board games together. That's payment enough. Reason number eight why you should let your friend Maggie cut your hair, because we don't do enough things for each other anymore. Like, you really feel it in the modern world that people are just like less into helping each other out. Like 2 days ago, I was with 5 other people, and we saw a man scooter into a pole. He went flying. He went like 15 feet in the air. We needed to call an ambulance and stop traffic because he was in the middle of the street. And afterwards, the thing he said was, thank you. I was worried that people would just not help someone like me up. Reason number 9 you should let your friend Maggie cut your hair, because, well, she forgot the scissors, and your scissors are pretty dull, but any scissors are going to be better than keeping your hair the way it is.
And reason number 10 you should let your friend Maggie cut your hair, because when you were a small child, the hairstylist at the Great Clips cut your ear, and ever since you've been afraid of someone cutting your hair, except for the one person who lives in St. Louis who's been cutting your hair for 20 years. And now you live in Boston, and it's going to take a while for you to find someone who you trust to cut your hair. But you know who you do trust? You trust your friend Maggie. So you should let her cut your hair.
If you like the video, hit the like, and if not, you can blame my brothers. Blame my brothers.
I'm sorry.
No, I will own this. Y'all, we.
Let them drink their wine in peace, but give us no more to your present song.
Laertes had procured her at his own cost long ago, when she was still a girl, for the price of 20 oxen.